So we're, May 2022. 2021 was a hell of a year. There was lots of bullishness in the market, crazy valuation rounds were raised, lots of capital sloshing around. In that environment, the only thing that mattered was growth. It's sort of like growth at all costs, especially for Series A and beyond. Seed, you may be pre-revenue or not have product yet, so a little bit different. But for any company that has revenue, it's just grow at all costs. It's like the name of the game. In this environment, and one of uncertainty, it becomes a multivariable equation where growth is a piece of it, but it's balancing it versus your gross margins. Like, do you actually have a good solid business model in place mixed with your unit economics? Think LTV to CAC or CAC payback. Like, are those sound, and can you prove them? And do you have like repeatable go to market motions there are incredibly important. So you have to balance all these things together, along with how much runway do you have and when are you going to go fundraise. And in uncertain times, I mean, I just encourage everyone to think about extending runway so that you have more optionality. So that's from a high level standpoint where I'm at.
So in my opinion, if you're a seed or an A, you live in the world of uncertainty. So if you think we have uncertainty now, it doesn't really matter because you live every day looking at the bank account, looking at your 1 week cash flow. You're living in a world on the tip of a needle. If you're in a B or a C round, it may be a little bit different, where you actually have to stretch a little bit and look at things such as what your investment in people is, what your incentive structure is, what your option plan looks like. And that's really a big issue for a lot of successful team members.
Absolutely. And I think Craig is a great point. I don't want to gloss over it. I want to come back to the people angle, but I did want to come back to, we talked a lot about preparation and rehearsing and having all of the right materials in place going into a fundraising process. In this environment, I think it's so much more important that you have everything buttoned up, because in normal fundraising environments, you only have one shot. In this environment, you have a fraction of that. And so you're going to get a lot more scrutiny. You really need to like seize every opportunity that you have, to show up, with 1,000% effort, not just 100%. And so that just means being more prepared, buttoned up, rehearsed, and having all of your materials created ahead of time.
Yeah, I think the other issue is how you're retaining people, what that compensation structure actually looks like. And as a CFO, working through what the option structure looks like for people. I think that's really important, because people are, this is the time of the great resignation. So you've got to make sure that you have a team that's consistent. It's very challenging to bring new people on. There's a learning curve in every organization. Every new hire isn't a perfect fit. So you've got to, as the CFO, people are going to ask, well, what's your strategy to retain people? And I think that's the growth at all costs has now become, how am I going to retain my organization, and how am I going to create a set of expectations that people can actually achieve in?